Excuse me, sir. Can I have a burger here?
This is a library.
Oh, excuse me, sir. Can I have a burger here?
Welcome to Read. It's an exhibition shaped as a library. And as you walk through the stacks in a library, you will find artworks hidden in and around the shelves.
We have invited a huge group of artists, both from the collection of Kunsthalle Praha and colleagues of us that we have invited for this exhibition. So it's a presentation of 60 artists' take on the book. The library is an important space because it's a civic space that we need to take care of. It's a place where we meet each other and it becomes aware that we are citizens in a city together with other citizens in a city, like a public swimming pool or a museum or a theater. These gathering points in our urban settings are highly important. The book as an object is very important as well, because we live in a time where we see books being banned from schools and public libraries, and it would be far too easy just by a click on a computer to erase book titles from these collections of books. So the book as a physical object is more important than ever. Also, throughout art history, we see a lot of artists being interested in the book as an object, how they have been treating the book as material in various ways.
We think it's particularly interesting to look at the library today in the digital era and see what this kind of space still has to offer us. We often use these kind of disappearing spaces in society to look at what is happening to us as people, the way we relate to society.
Often when we get an invitation to do an exhibition in an art venue, we get inspired by the architecture of the space, but also the social fabric around the institution. And we have done many kind of different transformations of art venues, so they look like a swimming pool, a private home, a subway station, a hospital ward, or an art fair. And this time in Prague, we were inspired by the rich history of literature in the Czech Republic, and we were also inspired by the collection of the Kunsthalle.
The first work that we fell in love with in the collection was the Curator's Forbidden Toys, that depicts books and boxes that are not labeled and keeps a very strong sort of mystery hold on us. Together with the head of the collection and the chief curator at the Kunsthalle, we started looking at the collection and looking for works that dealt with literature, with the word, with language, and found quite a lot, not least from the Fluxus collection that has been acquired from Milan Knížák, the Czech Fluxus artist.
When Inga and I started out as artists, we started doing performances, and the performative element in our practice is still very important. And in the reading room in here, we will have 5 young male-identifying individuals coming into the space 3 times a week to write their daily journals, their diaries. It's a project that has been ongoing since 2003, when we did it the first time in Paris, and then we did it in Istanbul, and later in Hong Kong, and the last time we did it was in Dallas. So it's going to be very interesting what these young male persons are gonna come up with here in Prague.
When you walk around the show, we ask people to look into the shelf and look high and low, because sometimes there's work in places that are not immediately obvious. For instance, at the highest point in the exhibition, you will see a selection of books by Sadhana Fifth. He has found Czech books on mountaineering, mountain climbing, and they are of course placed very high up, so they are unreachable.
You have also books that have been destroyed, burned, chewed, or boiled into just becoming water. Like the artist Kirsten Pierrot has been boiling a world atlas for so long that it just have turned into yellow water.
The writer Paul Benson has talked about the book being a kind of superhero. It has survived so many transformations from artist's side and always come out and survived these challenges.
In general, we are more inspired by books, both novels and theory books, philosophy, and films, more than other artist productions. So the book is playing an important central role in our practice. Upstairs on the first floor, you can actually get a glimpse of our own private bookshelves. They have been turned upside down as big photos, but you can see what Elmgreen Dragset are reading at the moment.